Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 563.org. It's Mike. High school football videos brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event. We got a good one in store. Buckle up. Long Beach Poly visiting Serra. Serra having a gender reveal party before the game. Congrats to the lucky parents. Cavs are undefeated. Poly 1-1 coming into this game. Jackrabbits trying to prove that they belong at this level, still playing teams like Serra. Amaje Gravelli with a nice play. You knew the Poly defense would step up in this one, and they sure did early. Gravelli with the strip. Justin Brown with the recovery for the Jackrabbits. That's the kind of play they needed, having deferred the opening kickoff to Serra. They needed their defense to come out, make that statement early. Now they need the offense to step up. This offense has only scored one touchdown in the last two games. But Kyron Rachel is going to draw the flag right there, and that's going to set up Malachi Rice, who bangs it in from 1 yard out to give the Jackrabbits a 7-0 lead early in this one. The defense wasn't done yet. They pinned Serra deep in their own end. And that's going to set up a punt where we see a referee playing football, not football. A nice header flick on there. And then Shea Kuykendall with a nice game at quarterback hits Jordan Riles, and he's just out of bounds on third down. That was a game changer, because sure enough, on the next drive, Serra would dig in. Doug Brumfield is going to hit Levon Bunkley. That duo had a big night. Jackrabbits defense finding its physicality in this game, starting to fly around and hit people a little more than they have the last couple weeks. Brumfield, though, going to find Ronald Gilliam for the score, and that's going to tie things up at 7 in the second quarter. Poly with a quick answer as Kuykendall is going to hit Ramil Brown. Is it track season? Uno goes the distance, a 62-yard touchdown, puts the Jackrabbits up 13-7 midway through the second. Brian Parham has been playing with a lot of pride the last few weeks, really developing into a leader on the field. Love to see that kind of play from Trey. And then on offense, Kuykendall looking for Riles, but Justin Pinckney does a one-man tip drill, knocks it up to himself, and gets the interception for Serra. Both defenses flying around, making big plays. A lot of athletes on the field in this one, obviously. Kuykendall hits Keontae Lanier for a big gain, even as he's being held by the defense. That's going to set up a 32-yard field goal from Carlos Rosas. Special teams had not been Poly's strength in the first 2 weeks, but Hayden Hunt has come on the coaching staff to help out, and the Jackrabbits take a 16-7 lead. However, another answer drive for Serra. Elijah Davis getting loose out of the backfield. And then usually it's Poly fans saying this, but it's LBC, Levon Bunkley in for the score. Broke one tackle, changed directions, got loose. Jackrabbit lead down to 16-14. Poly defense, as I mentioned, stepping up. Jacob Tuioti, a real difference maker on this Poly defensive line. But Serra just inched their way down the field, and it's going to be Davis who plunges in and gives the Cavs their first lead at 21-16 with a minute 50 left in the third. Kuykendall lets it go for Lanier. Weird play here. Looks like Lanier catches it and goes to the ground, but the play isn't blown dead. It's a wrestling match, and Serra recovers the ball. Very odd. A lot of Poly fans definitely wondering what was going on there. The coaches certainly weren't happy with the call. But Poly answers back with a big play of their own. Parham with the interception. This kid had 50 guys on the roster who care as much as Parham does. They probably have a different record right now. He is absolutely flying around and playing his heart out these last couple weeks. You can see how much it means to him as he's coming off the field. Sure enough, the offense riding that momentum. Malachi Rice starting to wear the defense down a little bit. And then this is a big-time pass from Kuykendall to Anthony Curtis. If the Poly offense can play like this, they're going to put a lot of points up on the board. This puts them back in the lead 24-21 early in the fourth quarter. But it was a lightning-quick answer from Serra. A missed tackle is going to let Gilliam giddy up and get loose, motoring down the right sideline. And then literally the next play, a two-play answer, boom, Brumfield to Devin Ford. and Serra is back on top just like that. Just when Poly's offense starts to get rolling, the defense gives up a 2-play touchdown drive, and Serra goes up 27-24. Jackrabbits looking for an answer of their own. Rice is going to start it off with some strong runs. It looked like they were going to try and run their way down the field. They do have to punt, but it's muffed by Serra. Poly's Ignacio Micaele, a big-time freshman player with a bright future, is going to get in there and recover that thing. And it was right back to the formula. Give it to Rice. He's motoring Poly down inside the Serra 25. Looked like they were poised for the go-ahead score. But they start dialing up some passes, and they were not able to protect Kuykendall, who sacked here on first down, then sacked here on second down. And that's all she wrote. It would be incomplete on third down, and Serra goes into victory formation to win it 27-24. A great game, as the games between these two teams have been the last 3 times they've played. We've been there for all of them. Poly will be hosting Corona Centennial next week, trying to get back to 500. Be a big test for the Jackrabbits, obviously. For coverage of that and everything else, Long Beach Sports, you got to keep it right here.